Omega Supreme and Scorponok are my two favourite titans, or big guys. Don't start in the Transformers. They've had so many different variations and incarnations over the years, but whether you've just started to collect, or you've been at it since the beginning, there's always been one thing we've asked for those two characters, hasn't there? And we never quite got it. That's right, we never had them as cubes. Now, I'm a Beast Box guy, right? Little robot animals that can turn into cubes and they store in these little cases. Now, I know that some people would probably prefer that these things turned into animals and robots instead of just a cube, and I get it, I probably would too. But these things are so full of personality, life, the engineering's fantastic, they're so cute and well realised that I like them a lot. Now, I don't know why Dr. Wu's Scorponok and Omega Supreme also turn into cubes that can fit inside the Beast Box cases, but they do. And honestly, it doesn't really feel like the other modes were compromised to achieve this, so I don't mind it. But still, that being said, getting them into this configuration is a massive pain in the arse, so we will not be doing it again in my lifetime. Omega Supreme, or Rocket Giant, as he's called by his mum, is a tiny Omega Supreme. Now, Omega Supreme is the best, just a honking great white boy with no airs and graces, you know, a chill dude who, if pushed too far, will blast your ass to hell where it belongs after what you said. For a small boy, he's weighty, very fun to interact with, tight joints, smooth movements, he feels premium. His little claw can open up, and his tiny antenna can poke up and out if he gets excited. It's a pretty perfect, chubby Omega Supreme. Now, you might have noticed back in the Cube days, there was an extra guy there. Indeed, that is his little Robo-Doctor. Third-party companies love giving you a Robo-Doctor. Remember them from The Secret of Omega Supreme? That's alright, nobody does. But it's a nice addition. His limbs come off easier than, I don't know, William Wallace. Was that too soon? He does come with a little set of tools and a baggie, but I will be kicked into oblivion if I know where that is. I don't think we're missing much. Here's a picture. These will absolutely show up the second I put this video up. Let's forget all that though, let's fart this boy into his rocket station mode. Now of course, this is where every classic Omega Supreme toy falls apart. quite literally. Because all you're really doing is pulling all the pieces off. His head comes off and becomes a fun little tank. Then it's his wings, his legs, the arms, even the feet, and we reassemble them like so. Look, as I say, love the boy, but his base mode has always left me a little cold. You can park the tank around on the track, but without the wow factor of the original's battery-operated manoeuvres, it feels a little flat. That's probably an unfair thing to levy at this release, but even this fun rocket can't pique my interest that much. Couple that with the base of the whole thing being pretty indistinct, I have to say, me, Gavin, I don't think it's very good. But that's true of most Omega Supreme toys, so I don't blame them that much. No, the real flavour is here in the robot mode, where it really shines. If you're happy with that, you're happy with this. I just really love the proportions and how it feels in hand, and I got this little countdown as a pre-order bonus from Primetime Toys, who is exceptionally adorable. He looks absolutely miserable, which is perfect. Want to transform him into his little radar scout vehicle? There you go. You could handle this one, I trust you. Scorponok though? Now, let's not get into which one of these is objectively better than the other, but it's Scorponok. It's Scorponok, the toy here, this one. That's not Omega's fault, it's just that Scorponok happens to be one of my favourite designs, characters, and has a rich place in my heart as I remember unwrapping him as a kid. It's not fair, this YouTube channel, is it? Still, look at him, a tiny little Scorponok, all sassy and evil as the dickens. He's boxy, but he can pull off the moves if he needs to, and there's so much going on with him. All this stuff. We get a big trident, which is clearly more for their Black Zarak version than this, but I'll take it. His gun with a removable piece. The claws don't have a specific peg for either of these, so you'll just have to trust in his vicious grip. But you can store them on his backpack, so quiet down back there. We also have 4 double cannons, these 2 silver pieces I never really understood on the original, and the claw shield too. And that's a lot of tiny stuff to inhale, so please be careful. The design works so well, that massive head atop a bulky body. Of course the head can open up, and we get to remove this absolutely tiny Zarak. That transforms. And he even has arm articulation, beautifully done. Zarak even gets a wee pal in the form of Fast Track, a similarly tiny little vehicle who can again transform and has arm articulation, a tiny miracle. I adore this. Getting into Scorpion mode, and it's here that I have to say, Dr. Wu, I love your toys, but your instructions are fucking rotten. There are so many steps left to just a leap of faith, showing movements from really unhelpful angles. I had to look at a few different reviews to make sure what I was doing was correct, and I'm still not 100% sure, but look at this dang Scorpion mode. It's so well realised with the little legs, the stinger, it's all here and so small. The chest piece even opens up if you want Zarak to drive up there, or you can get him back into head mode and it's nighty-night. For base mode, we're using everything pretty much, and it looks about as functional as Omega Supreme's base mode, but also just look at it, so much going on, loads of detail, imagine what lies within his city banks. It's so stylish and mean looking, and just a head and shoulders above the presentation of any other base mode, for my money anyway. I've always liked this, and I still do. Hey, that's just the way it is, alright? Okay, you don't mind? Alright. Both of these toys are pretty fantastic. Scorponok is all round fantastic. Omega Supreme's robot mode saves them from a pretty lackluster alt mode. Both of them will for sure be displayed for a long time to come, but you're probably thinking about display and thinking, if these are smaller scale, how do they scale with the rest of my collection? I'm trying to find like a sort of a satisfactory way to do this. There doesn't seem to really be a, how am I supposed to do this? I don't know what toys you have in your collection, you know what I mean? There has to be some sort of universal... Ah, there we go. Look, he's 1.2 times the size of a Schleich Ice Tiger. Bye.